everybody, and welcome to the Christmas episode, our Christmas special of Picture Shows and Petticoats.
Merry Christmas!
I'm Elizabeth from ElizabethMichelle.com.
And I'm Jennifer from InWhicHIblog.com.
And this is our first Christmas special. We thought it was fun to do that. Jennifer is all festive with her hat on. So... yeah, we're excited. It's been a while since we've done an episode, and I think we're kind of getting into the groove of things with our episodes. They'll probably be more surrounding whenever Downton Abbey is on air, at least for right now, until we have something, more exciting come along. But
Just the world didn't end today.
Yeah, we're recording this on the 21st, and we're all still here.
We felt like we needed to celebrate.
Yeah, so you get to see us, which is a treat. Yeah.
Get your hot tea.
Yes.
Get ready.
We're ready. Mine possibly may be leaking, so. Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you, Jennifer. And
Too long.
I know. Too terribly long. You took me out to brunch for my birthday, though.
I did.
That was about a month ago.
It was as much of a treat for me.
Oh, it's very sweet. So we've both been watching some period dramas over the past few months. None on Masterpiece, as always. I've watched a few on Netflix. Nothing too great, and when I'm not done with it, I'll get into that in a minute. But we both watched, I watched Call the Midwife. You watched as much as you could of Call the Midwife.
First few episodes.
Yeah. What was your take on it? Did you enjoy it?
I did. It was. I think it was a little bit different than I expected it to be, but
yeah, it was. I am interested in midwifery, and I think it's an interesting topic. So I was excited. I was excited to watch it, and it takes place in the East End, which is also a particular interest to me because I love to watch EastEnders. So, yeah, I really did like it. I thought it was sweet and just different because it deals with a different time period than I'm used to watching on a regular, costume dramas. So,
how did women survive back then without personal suites to have their babies in with everything all around them?
Yeah.
I mean, how do they do that?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Oh, but yeah, it was fun to watch. I liked it. We also watched Upstairs, Downstairs.
Yes.
I caught up on it because I hadn't watched it. I don't think whenever the second season started over here. I picked it up on Netflix, and so I kind of had a lot there in a row to watch. So I want to know, what did you think of it?
Well, I think I liked the first season better than the second one. I was bitterly disappointed the first episode when the mother-in-law had passed away and wasn't even there anymore.
Yeah.
We didn't get to say goodbye to her. There was just kind of nothing, and she was really one of my absolute favorite characters.
Yeah.
And then there were parts about the story that made me feel sorry for it. I mean, Downton Abbey's basically running, same time frame, and I just really kind of felt like some of the characters, I couldn't help comparing.
Yeah.
And I just felt like the chauffeur character, and, I think actually the chauffeur I probably liked better in Upstairs, Downstairs than I did in Downton Abbey.
I like him too.
I didn't want to slap him quite as much as I slap Sybil's husband.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I liked it, but I really, really, really did not like Lady Percy at all. And I thought the way they ended her story was just exactly how it should happen. Just
spoilers.
I was okay with that. I didn't say what happened. Could be anything.
Thelma and Louise. It was
very Thelma and Louise. That's funny. Yeah, so, but I don't enjoy it as much as Downton Abbey. Even though, the story So have you ever watched the original Upstairs Downstairs?
No.
Okay, but you know the connection, right? That Rose.
Right. Yes, another disappointment from this season that she wasn't there.
No, and I hope she comes back. Are they going to do another one? Are they doing another one? Somebody over there who's watching in the UK, let us know. Yeah, because I thought she was sweet. She reminds me of Annie.
Like Rose a lot.
I do too. Yeah, but it's just not. It's not the same as Downton Abbey. I don't care for it as much.
And I really like Keely Hawes. I mean, she's one of my favorite British actors.
Yeah, you really do like her. I know. You've said that.
I can't help it. So I enjoyed watching her. I feel like if it wasn't running contemporary to Downton Abbey, I think I would probably enjoy it a little bit more.
Well, it's a little bit ahead.
Well, I mean, like our time frame.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're World War II.
Yeah.
Downton Abbey's World War One.
Yeah. If you hear anything outside, it's the dog barking. She's upset about something. I don't know what it is, but
squirrels.
Probably squirrels. Yeah, so we have another season of Downton Abbey ahead of us here.
Yay!
So it's very thrilling.
We're a little bit giddy.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I've avoided spoilers.
Yes.
And it's been very, very difficult.
Yes.
Because I have a Tumblr account, and I think I've said this to you before, that, you know, I'd be scrolling down, and, you know, you think it's safe, and then boom, you see a wedding dress or something like that, and
not
just
nice.
Cover my eyes.
No spoilers. Are you gonna go to the showing of the first episode at the Oklahoma City Museum?
What are you talking about? I did not even know this was happening.
Didn't
Didn't
they
they do?
That I don't remember.
Okay.
But they're tweeting about it this year, so therefore I know.
I don't know. Do I have to get a ticket?
Probably.
Do you want to do this?
But it's free.
What day is it?
I am anti-spoilers, and I like doing live with the rest of America.
Oh, so they're showing it before? It's not the same night?
They're showing it before. It's like the Saturday before, maybe.
Oh.
I tweeted about it. You can look in my Twitter feed.
So you're not gonna go? You wouldn't go with your friend?
I would send you, but I don't know unless we don't fall out of your chair. But for real.
It's probably because I put this together. Warning, I put yours together too.
I'm gonna sit really still.
Yeah.
Unless there was something that you wanted to accomplish, something that we could do to make it.
Can we go in costume?
Ooh, there's an idea. You would be great as Lady Mary. Doesn't she look pretty today? She's got the whole.
Thank you, Jennifer. You're making me blush.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll think about that.
Okay. Let us know what you think we should go as if we go in. I don't know if the Museum of Art can handle that. And OETA is
there will be crazier people than us there.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are there people who are crazier than us?
When it comes to like wearing costumes for premieres, yeah. My husband was at the Hobbit the other day, and there were hobbits.
Of course there
were.
A hobbit comes down. That's devotion to be barefooted in the cold weather.
To be barefooted in the movie theater.
That's the I Love Tolkien spirit.
No, that's gross.
I almost went as Galadriel, and that would have been barefooted.
I did tweet that, or shared on Facebook, that you would probably talk about The Hobbit, and I would sit here filing my nails. So if you want to do that right now, we can.
Hey now, don't get personal. Tolkien rules.
So
Frodo lives.
They wear different clothing than we do now, and there are probably petticoats there, so you can talk about it. But how was it?
It was fabulous.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, there's so many amazing British casts.
Mm-hmm. I do love Richard Armitage, so.
Even if you were deprived of Tolkien as a child, there's still lots of reasons to go. Lots of high candy. And there's more to come.
Yeah. I love it when these new trilogies come out, because then I get to, and I'm saying that totally sarcastically, so then I get to look forward to my husband going to all of them 5 times.
He and I are kindred spirits.
I know you are.
Midnight showing. Yay! And I was really lucky on I'm promoting my own blog here, but I was really lucky. I went to the midnight showing at the IMAX 3D at the Quail Springs AMC. I love that theater. But they handed out movie posters. And so...
I think Kevin may have gotten... I'm not sure.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope he did. But I'm giving them away at my blog. I'm going to put a giveaway post up today.
So. Oh, that's nice. I wish you would do that with some of his... But...
She's got a screw loose.
I do have a screw loose. The screw fell out of my chair. And I was just... And it keeps... Like, my chair's like broken now. Bloopers. Yeah, you know. We have to have them. So... I'm going to stop doing that. I'm not going to mess around with that right now. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Even though I have no part in it. Yeah.
So, and then I spent the better part of this morning coming up with 20 questions that are Hobbit related for people to answer to win the posters at my blog.
Cool.
I've never done a giveaway before. Miss Elizabeth has done several at her blog. If you haven't participated, you should.
Every once in a while. Well, it's always something wonderful.
Of course. Candles and goodies and
clothes sometimes clothing, prints, stuff like that. Anyway, yeah. So, what else are we looking forward to right now? We have Downton Abbey, like we said. That's going to be tons of fun for us both.
And the most important thing we have to look forward to.
Hold on. Cut. Okay. I'm just like doing that to get a marker. Another thing that we're going to be doing, or at least trying out, is live broadcasting our shows whenever we record them. So we're going to try it at least one time. I make no promises beyond that. And we're just going to see how it goes. I'll probably broadcast on YouTube through Google+. So, and what that will mean is we can take calls from you. So if you are interested in talking to us, you can get a Google+ account and whenever we have one of these live broadcasts. And we'll let you know ahead of time so you can, schedule it and stuff. And, yeah. So it will be interesting, whatever happens there. Because then you'll get to see the before, what we do as we're getting ready right here, maybe. The tail end, you'll get to see things that I end up cutting out of here.
I'm just going to hide.
So
I'm going to let her do the whole broadcast.
Yeah.
I am a walking blooper reel. I really am.
Mm-hmm. I am sometimes. I was just thinking yesterday how my parents, I think that Grace is a lovely name, but I never could have had that name. It's just, there's nothing, it wouldn't have worked for me.
Good thing there are two meanings to Grace.
Yes, good thing. Okay. Christmas!
The most important thing to look forward to.
Yes. We're both excited about it.
Absolutely, we're excited.
She wore a hat today. I was not aware.
You see our Christmas decorations.
We have I have some jingle bells that I hang on the door.
I was gonna say that you hang on your sleigh, but
I don't have a sleigh. I would love a sleigh. I would love a place to use a sleigh. Where it snows. I have these jingle bells that I hang on my door. And earlier, I played jingle bells on these bells. And I thought about doing it for the show, but I don't irritate all of you, so I'm just going to jingle them a little bit. But, yeah, and then I took a little trip out to New Mexico last month. My first all-by-myself trip anywhere on a plane. And it was a very good thing. And I picked up a couple of poppers for my husband and I. Because you can see them up here, so...
Like the actual British kind.
Yeah, the British kind. They're not particularly common around here. So,
We only get to see them when we watch Britcoms and so on and so forth.
Yeah, so I picked some up for us. They're in a little shop that I love in Santa Fe. It's down in the plaza area there. If you ever want to stop, it's called Doodlets. It's Doodlet''S. It's the cutest little place in the world. I love it.
We need to take pictures or video of you guys popping the poppers.
Okay, I'll do that.
Here in the States.
So, I guess we're gonna attempt to travel for Christmas. This is the first time I believe that we're traveling really near the day, but it's kind of a running joke in our family that whenever my husband and I try to fly somewhere, a natural disaster hits or some very, very serious weather of some kind. We almost were trapped on the East Coast due to
hurricane.
Yeah, was it Sandy?
I think so.
Yeah, it was Sandy. We made it out of Baltimore with about an hour to spare. So, and it just, it's like, oh yeah, it's Elizabeth and Kevin. They're on a plane. Something like that has to happen. Well, so now they're predicting here in Oklahoma that we're going to have a Christmas Day blizzard.
I'm not holding my breath.
The night of Christmas, like Christmas night, on into the next few days. But you should hold your breath because I'm scheduled to fly out the day after Christmas.
No. Retail economy can't handle that.
Well,
no blizzards in Oklahoma on the day after Christmas. It can wait till January. Can you move your flight to January?
That is a thought. We'll just see. I love having a white Christmas, though. We had one of those 3 years ago. It was so nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'd never had one before. Did you ever have a white Christmas, Texas girl?
I did, actually. My first... Well, the Christmas of 1979, I was living down in South Texas, and it snowed. And it was our first Christmas in a house that we just moved into, and so we were remodeling the house, and so we were all living in one of the large rooms while the rest of the place was being remodeled. So we woke up to snow everywhere, and I think we have a Polaroid somewhere of the snowman that we built.
Yeah. That's sweet.
Yeah, it was sweet. Do you have any? Well, one of my favorite Christmas period films is A Child's Christmas in Wales, which is the adapting for television of a poem by Dylan Thomas. And I absolutely love it. And sort of the premise is a grandfather telling his grandson why Christmas for him as a child was so special, and why Christmas for his grandson is nothing like what Christmas was for him as a child.
Okay.
So I thought I would ask you what your favorite Christmas memories were. Why was Christmas as a child for you more special? Or why was it special?
We do have some traditions in my family. We always, on Christmas Eve, go to my grandparents on my mother's side of the family. We go to their home, and it's always been Christmas Eve night, never different. That's one of our set things that never, ever, ever changes. And so we go there, and my grandfather reads us the Christmas story from the Bible. We all gather around and do that every year, and I think, everybody looks forward to it, because I think one year that there was just a lot of stuff going on, and we hadn't taken time to sit down, and then a few people were saying, why haven't we read the Christmas story yet? Because we have to we have to do that, or it's just not, things are not right if we don't do that. My grandmother always has hot apple cider in these glasses she's had for a really long time. They're her Christmas glasses with, I think poinsettias all over them. So, yeah. And gold. And they're very pretty. So, yeah, I have a lot of memories like that. I've had, my family is pretty close, and so we have a lot of fun traditions like that. it's changing a little bit this year. My brother got married, and so we're going to be doing Christmas a little differently. And I think actually on Christmas Day, assuming the weather holds up, I may have some family at my house. So,
yay. How exciting!
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had. We haven't had guests here in a long time, really. I don't consider you a guest. You're just like you're just here. So
thanks.
So are you looking forward to anything?
Well, I always look forward to Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, my favorite memories were going to church on Christmas Eve and lighting the candles and seeing the carols.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the church would have bazaars and stuff where we decorate cookies, and my mom is always just amazing about baking cookies and baking for her friends and other people, and so we always do that, and we always have a really big Christmas dinner, and but our house has really probably been a little more like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. There's a lot of Tylenol involved, getting tangled up in the tinsel, but in the end, the reason for the season's always there.
Yeah.
And he's the one that always gets us through, not the Tylenol or the wild turkey. Sorry, National Lampoons. I just had to say it. So, anyway, but I love Christmas. It's my favorite season of the year. I listen to Christmas music all year long. Take a lot of flack for that, but I don't care. It's part of having the Christmas spirit all year long.
I like to save it for at least after Thanksgiving, because then I enjoy it more.
It helps me get in my creative mood. If I can get to a place where I remember happy things, I feel more creative that way.
Whatever works for you. Today on my blog, I did a list of some of my favorite secular Christmas songs, because a couple years ago I had done a kind of countdown 12 days of Christmas hymns. So, of course, I didn't include any of like the newer songs that are about snowmen and marshmallows. So I did that list today because, there are some other ones that I like. So you can go check that out on my blog. But yeah, so it's
I did do
exciting.
Last year. I did do the 12 Flicks of Christmas.
Yes, you did. I was reading that yesterday.
If you need something to put you to sleep over Christmas time, or if you're bored and want to get some movies, they're my 12 favorite. And then you can tell me what your 12 favorite are, or tell us.
She has some good favorites on there. But okay, did you include my favorite?
Like the Great Muppet Caper?
No.
Oh.
No, but that's funny because we're in sync here. No, one of my favorites is A Muppet Christmas Carol.
Aww.
I love it so much. Aww. But then I think my husband hates watching it with me because no, he loves the movie. But now I have this, I think I have this talent, which I will not share on here, maybe for cash. If you pay me money, I may do this on video on the internet. But I think that I have a good Michael Caine impersonation. And so I do it a lot. And I don't think my husband appreciates it at all. And so when we watch that, that's like all I want to do is like talk like Michael Caine. So I think in my head that I sound like him, but thank goodness I don't actually sound like him. So yeah, for cash, I may do that on the internet.
Sounds good. We'll open up a PayPal account.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's one of my favorites.
Any Christmas period film favorites?
I was trying to think of that, and I have a hard time. I mean, A Christmas Carol is the one that always comes to my mind.
And which version is your favorite? The Muppets or?
Yeah, honestly, really, it's the Muppets. I really like them, and I I don't. The George C. Scott version.
I love that one.
Okay, no, I'm not saying that I don't like it. It's just it runs on like a loop in this house.
Oh.
So.
Is it on cable a lot?
No, I mean Kevin watches it quite a bit, so I just kind of leave the room. I'm not one of those people who watches movies over and over again. The one exception being, You've Got Mail.
That could be problematic.
I love You've Got Mail.
There is such a thing as too much Efron. I do like You've Got Mail.
She could be a real dog man.
There is such a thing as too much Efron.
Okay,
some sharpened pencils.
Oh, I love it, Jennifer. It's so good.
Brinkley sleeps on a large green pillow the size of an inch.
NY152. I love it. It is so good. Like, I get really excited when I start talking about You've Got Mail. You know, I wrote my final paper in college over You've Got Mail.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious.
Okay, I need to see that.
Yeah, it's pretty. But, like, I had to watch the movie so many times that I started getting, like, really irritated with it. And the fact that, like, there's not a really good, turning point? There's not a very good turning point in that movie. This is totally unrelated to anything that we usually talk about. But it's whatever. I mean, have you ever noticed that? Like, all of a sudden he just decides, and I guess maybe this happens. Does this happen? He just goes, this person that I thought I hated, I actually love. Does that really happen?
I think he sees himself through her eyes for the first time. He sees...
Okay.
And I think he's confronted with the truth, but he runs away from it. And then, But
then I like him after that because he's really charming, and he just, like, he knows that it's her, and he follows her around. That sounds a little creepy, but...
I like Tom Hanks. I think about Turner and Hooch all the time.
Oh, Turner and Hooch?
I'm always telling my
dog,
this is not your room. I'm always telling my dog that is not your bag of bread or food or whatever. This is not your room. So I'm always thinking about Turner and Hooch every time I come home and something's torn up. I know.
Claire doesn't tear things up. Do you know the only
don't
thing?
Leave things down for her to tear up.
No, I do. I leave a lot of stuff before. You were just in there. Claire likes socks. Clean, dirty, doesn't matter. There's not any other stuff that she'll bother. She doesn't chew on shoes. Thing. But if she finds a sock, she will eat it. And then we have digestive issues.
Uh-oh. Hooch, that is not your sock.
She's terrible. But I love her. And she smells. And I still love her. Okay, so I guess maybe a little bit kind of a Christmas movie. Kind of? Mm-hmm. Why am I thinking this? Is it because there's snow in it? I'm probably thinking this because there's snow in it. The Phantom of the Opera, the film version. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that Christmas? Is there Christmas in that?
It depends on your definition. Like, my definition of what makes a Christmas film would include that, if that was something.
What is your definition? I know you were talking about it on your blog, but I forgot.
Well, The Great Muppet Caper is listed because... not because
you saw it at Christmas one time?
I first saw it at Christmas.
Well...
So, to me, it's a ritual. A Christmas ritual. So, if the Family Opera is something that you've done at Christmas or brings about the Christmas spirit for you, maybe.
The year that it came out in theaters was, it came out on Christmas Day, I think. 2004. Because I saw it in January of 2005. And I had an epiphany in the middle of that movie. I won't ever share it, but I am teasing and I won't ever tell it. No, I do. There is snow in it, and so I love it for that. There's beautiful, like, costumes. I love it. So yeah, I guess that's a Christmas movie for me. And then Little Women. I always think of that. And I love that. My love for Christian Bale goes back to that movie. But then, I hate the whole, her baby sister marries. Yeah. Spoiler alert! If you've never...
It's a Little Women thing.
It's terrible. I always thought that was, like, such a terrible, like, how could you be okay with your sister after that? I don't have any sisters, and watching that movie made me glad that I didn't have any. I know Little Women should make you be like, oh, I wish I had a sister. Not for me. Not for me. So, I don't know. I'm trying to think, are there any other Christmas movies? Okay, kind of, but it's animated.
That's okay.
Anastasia.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I love it. Do you care for that movie? Mm-hmm. Meg Ryan. She's the voice of Anastasia. I like the music. I like the dancing. I like it when they're in the Winter Palace and then all the people like start dancing off of the walls and then they like, It's wonderful. So, I think that is all we were going to talk about.
Huh?
Is it? Am I right?
I think so.
Am I jumping the gun? Okay. But we both have gifts to exchange with each other. Surprise, we didn't plan this either. But it works out.
It does work out.
So, yours is a much more festive bag. I wrapped your gift in part of the gift.
Oh, okay.
I like that. Isn't it fun? Like, one year I wrapped people's gifts in a scarf that I gave them.
Oh, that's a really cute idea. Yeah.
That was before Pinterest. Which I don't do.
It's too addicting.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That is adorable.
Well, I will go ahead and tell you that this was actually, it's unused. It was my swag bag from whenever I went to a loom, so,
You don't need to give that
No.
to me.
I have like 50 bazillion tote bags. There you go.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So, what is in here?
There's a card down inside.
There's a card?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Oh, you don't want me to expose my address to the camera?
Probably not. I had it all written up before
But I love guests.
got it all together.
Oh my gosh!
We both got each other candles.
but
it's not Yankee.
It's fine.
It's not Yankee, but
this is festive, and that one's not. But that made me think of you.
I love it
because it's floral. Okay, you got me chestnut and clove.
Do you like that?
I haven't smelled it yet. I'm excited. I love things like this, though. There's a little something else in there, unless it fell out.
Oh my gosh!
Just teeny tiny. It's just teeny tiny. It's fine.
She's very thoughtful.
Oh, I love this.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I can definitely smell.
They had too many good fragrances. I couldn't decide.
Oh, and that's different from anything that I have, so I love that.
This little day spring ornament. It says "Wonders of His Love." Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Aw, I love my friend. And there's a verse on the back too, but I don't remember what it is.
It says, "This is how God showed His love to us. He sent His one and only Son into the world so that we could have life through Him." 1 John 4:9.
There you go.
Perfect. I'm gonna hang it on my tree.
Thank you. I love that. I love candles. I mean, hello.
She's the Yankee queen. I love Yankee too, but I'm starting to get addicted
I don't think I'm a
to
Yankee
those.
anything. I'm not here. I mean, to our international viewers, I am.
Right. Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I absolutely love it.
Oh,
Love it.
Hope you enjoy it. So, I think we made it through one. I will go ahead and tell the viewers that our goal was to make it through something with as little
post-production editing.
Post-production as possible, because I just don't get around to things sometimes. And then sometimes it's very, it's tedious, and I don't think that is my forte, like editing video. It doesn't bring me joy. So,
I understand. And it's the busy time of the year, so we want to keep your editing to a minimum.
Yeah, I have to get the house clean for my guests here. So, but we made it, and so I'm really excited to see how our live shows go. It's gonna be fun. Most of them will probably be at night, but now since I have a new working situation, they could be during the day too. So we will let you know. But thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. You have a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.